Thanks for joining me. I've just got back from Molineux, where it finished Wolves 1, Everton 1 on Saturday the 8th of March 2025. And we don't draw many. We tend to win or lose. Off the top of my head, the last one we drew at home was in the autumn at Molineux, where it finished a 2-2, a Desmond 2-2 draw against Crystal Palace, which was also on a Saturday night under the floodlights. But today, the starting 11 was Jose Sarr, Matt Doherty, Ryan Aït-Nouri, Marshall Monetzi, Andre João Gomez, Jürgen Strand-Larsen, Emmanuel Agbadou, Nelson Semedo Totti and Jean-Rickner Bellegarde. So it was an all-international lineup except for Bellegarde, and if he keeps playing the way he does, he might arguably be a full international soon. So from last week, the cup game away at Bournemouth, where we drew and then lost on penalties, Giga was out. Cunha obviously got an automatic 3-match suspension for the straight red, and we're still waiting to hear what's going to happen with any further charges. And Sarabia was also out, as well as Johnston, because the manager Vitor Pereira said that that Johnston was in the picture for getting called up, but as it was, Jose Sarr kept his place. It was good to see man mountain Emmanuel Agbadou back in the lineup, starting lineup, fit again, and it was a pretty strong performance. We dominated possession. I don't remember us dominating possession so much, because we had about 65.8% possession to 34.2 for Everton. We don't usually dominate possession to that extent, but you can see now that Vitor Pereira's stamped his mark on the team. But it was a pretty useful point, because Everton have been one of those teams that have been in good form recently. I saw them live on Sky the other week when they won at Brentford, and Brentford are not doing too bad. So it was by no means a point to be scoffed at. And because last season I went just after Christmas, between Christmas and New Year, we beat them 3-0, when I think Dawson, Cunha and Max Kilman got the goals. But today it was a whole different ball game. But it was important also because Southampton got beat 3-1 at Liverpool, although they were winning 1-0 at half time. And who's the other one? Ipswich. Ipswich. They also lost 1-0. So we've pulled a point further away from them. And Leicester also play tomorrow. They are away at Chelsea, who played in Europe on Thursday night. So hopefully Chelsea will beat them and do us a favour. But the nearest teams above us are like Man United, West Ham, Tottenham. I think there's about 4 teams that are 10 points ahead of us. But yeah, so our battle is not so much catching them teams, but pulling away from the bottom 3. Because last time out in the Premier, we got beat at home to Fulham, but this time it was a much needed point. And with the goal difference the way it is, it's as good as another point. Our goal difference is a lot better than the bottom 3, and also our form is a lot better than theirs. And when it's form, winning, losing, or whatever it is, picking up points is a habit. So let's hope that we just picked up a point at the right time. But all in all, Everton had more shots in the second half. They might have on the break might have won it, but our goalkeeper made a save. He parried it, and thankfully the rebound fell to safety. But also it was good to see character after they went ahead against the run of play, and it wasn't so long before we equalised. Bellegarde slipped through Molineux, who took it well. I was just above the goal, slightly to the right, and Molineux squeezed it in when the keeper, I think he got a hand to it, Pickford. I thought it was going to go just wide. Bellegarde had a tremendous shot from outside the box, just wide, in the first half. Larson had a header from a corner. We had a header down from a corner back into the business area, but they cleared it. At half time, it was a bit surprising to see Molineux come off and Sarabia come on. Maybe he took a knock. He must have took a knock, because the goal scorer, he was unlikely to have come off if he was fully fit. So hopefully that won't be too bad to keep him out of any future games. But we showed a lot of character. Sarabia came on. He was a bit lightweight. He had a free kick that went into the side netting. We were at the Stan Cully's end, and that was at the south bank, so we couldn't really tell how near that was from that distance. Yeah, as I say, Sarabia was a bit lightweight. Larson, he was also a bit lightweight. The players that stood out were the two in midfield, Andre and João Gomez. They were snapping away. The Everton players didn't give them much or any rest in midfield. Totti Gomez was superb in defence. It was good to see Agbadou back. He was solid as well. And Bellegarde had a good game too. The Doc was fairly solid, although he did give away possession in a dangerous position in the second half. Wang, when he came on, had more running in his legs than Larson. But all in all, it was a good run out. Not fruitless. At least we picked up a much needed point. Hopefully that won't be vital in the end, although it is good. Hopefully we'll survive with comfort rather than like last game needing to win or something like that. But we've pulled another point away from the bottom three. Hopefully the bad form of the bottom three will continue. Hopefully Chelsea will beat Leicester tomorrow. So it's we're out the cup now, so we've got to concentrate on the league. So it's onwards and upwards, up the Wolves. Let me know what you think, and thanks for joining me. Oh yes, and a big thanks to Junior Hemans. This was the first time I went into the courtesy, the prawn sandwich, the boxes, the corporate boxes. Yeah, thanks Junior, I really appreciate it. And a shout out also to Aaron Pugh. I've got you a programme. I'll get you Monday. Yeah, thanks, up the Wolves.